Hello, good people, and welcome to Podcast and Engage with S.H.E. I am S.H.E, your host. Just to take you a bit back, right? This platform has been created just for low to medium people. By so I mean any person that is doing something great, that is living a dream, or actually are starting to live in a dream or so, right? I want to expose them. I want to ignite something in them. I want to make sure that dream is lived to the fullest. We know that the unemployment rate in South Africa is going higher and higher. Best we can do is use what we have, right? And when I proposed this idea to a few people, I found a sponsor. So this is exactly what I want to see happen for more and more people in different fields. So I did tell the owner of this gin to say, hey, this is an idea I have. I want to make sure people are known. I want to make sure that people get connected, right? And the only way I can do that is by using my talent, which is the ability to speak. So it's a basic interview, and I just want to say thank you for the sponsorship to the Alco company. It is premium gin. It has pre-mixes. It also has the actual gin bottle. Now, today I do have a guest, a lovely guest, and her name is Mpho Mabaso. She's an artist. And just before I talk more, guys, I know I can go on forever. I just want to welcome you to Podcast and Engage with myself, S.H.E. How are you feeling today? Are you excited?
Oh my goodness, I've been anticipating for this day to finally be here and meet up with you again. I know whenever we're together, we never stop talking, so I'm really excited for today's day. So yeah, I'm excited. Just to answer your question, I am extremely excited. Like, I'm livid, I'm over the moon. I am super excited.
I did prepare just a few questions for you, right? Just a few. I didn't prepare a lot because I want our listeners to be able to say, right? And actually be ready to listen to more. I'm glad you're excited to be with us here today, right? And I just want you to take us through your journey where everything started. You know, when did you know that, okay, this is what I need to do, this is my dream? You know, like, when did it all begin?
I think everything begins obviously when you're at home with your parents. One thing about me, I'm from a family that's very close. I've got parents that are very highly committed. So they've always picked this up from the time I was growing, that they saw that I am talented. I had a mother that always would encourage me and believed in me and never wanted me to, or force me to be something that I'm not. So he always encouraged me to actually do art, because I'm one person that I would pick it up whenever I'm in class. I had issues with concentration, with concentrating. So literally someone would be speaking nearly and I find myself sketching on something, drawing on something. So I think that's where my gift has started. And also with my parents having to encourage me every time to say that this is what you're good at, you know, continue in doing what you're doing. So I think it began all at home. It began with having supportive parents who actually picked it up that I'm actually good at this. So yeah, I think that's where it all started. It started from being at home with both my parents being supportive in my journey and them not trying to force me to be something I'm not, because parents want their kids to be doctors, but my mom saw that I'm an artist. So that's where it all began.
You know, I feel so excited to hear you say this because, you know, we didn't derive from the actual plan. This is our second interview. For those that know, I also do life coaching. So in our coaching session previously, we did mention a number of things. You know, we did execute a plan and all of that stuff. I'm happy today that you're still sticking to the plan. And I am happy that the event that you've long planned has actually come to life. This was just the other Sunday. How do you feel about it? You know, just take me through what was happening on that day when you see the vision actually happen.
I'm not sure why I'm feeling a bit overwhelmed right now. I didn't really expect to feel like this, but as I'm talking about it and I'm just going back to it, this has ignited something in my spirit that I never thought it would actually come to this level at this point. But this event has actually, it was evident that if you're called for something and if you are destined for something, doors open very easily because it's yours and you're called for it. I remember how supportive everyone was and how I had envisioned this day and how it keeps on wanting to come back to me. I would run away from art. I would want to run away from it, but every time I've had people who believed in me, and for the very first time having to host an event like this, it was evident to me that I am called for this. And it was evident that this is something that I'm gifted in, and it's a gift that comes from God, and that needs not to be ignored, because how everything just came together so easily, Nelly. You would be very shocked how people were willing to do everything, something that you're called for and something that you are passionate about, you are very much bound to succeed in it. So I think for me, to go back to your question, this event, all I can say, it has ignited, it has awakened something that I felt was dead. It was evident to understand what my purpose is as a person, and I think moving forward, I'm excited to many things. I've never been so hungry like I am right now. I am open to so many things. I don't know how a person who's pregnant feels like, but it almost feels like I'm carrying a baby that I want to give birth to, because I've had a good turn up, and only because God will always show you something that's yours. He will always be there and show you evident, you are called for this and this is yours. So I think this event for me, it was just a calling just to awaken everything, to be like, babes, understand what your purpose is. You need to start working and giving back, because you're called for art. Stop running away from it, invest in it, it will take me places. By the way, this is something that my mom has always predicted. She's always said that your success is in art. It's very simple, because also I don't want to answer as a person who's there already. I'm still struggling to find my purpose fully and my confidence, but hence I said that the event that I had, it has ignited something in me. One, Nelly, I would say surround yourself with people that believe in your dreams. For one example, having to meet up with you on the day where you were like, Mpho, take out everything, let's do this, we had an idea. So surround yourself from people who think like you, firstly. Surround yourself with people that believe in your own dreams. Surround yourself with artists. If it means that you need to spend time doing what you love, do it. And also go back to it, man. If you love it and if it gives you peace, I would just advise that give yourself time to go back to what makes you happy and what your purpose is, because a lot of people in life are not succeeding because they're not living their truth, they're not living their purpose. So once you go back to that, which is a journey that I'm also embarking in, to find my purpose and to be in my full potential, is that I have actually come to a point of realizing that understand your purpose first, understand that you are talented, So I would advise to anyone that wants to start this, that surround yourself with people who are like-minded like yourself. Follow people who are like-minded like yourself. If you need to inbox anyone, I'm that kind of an artist. I will inbox Nelson Makamo, I will inbox Togozani Madonzel, I will inbox you and tell you that, listen, I look up to you, how do you do it? So for me, attend galleries, go back, man, to the foundations of why you started. People love art, and also I feel that consistency, and I'm delaying myself as well, I'm picking it up that without consistency it's very hard for you to actually reach your journey and all of that, but I'm in a journey as well. But just to leave you with these words is to say to anyone that wants to go back to art, just remember why you are doing it. Surround yourself with people who are like-minded, just like yourself. Do your research, paint every day, just like math. You do your math every day, you become an expert, you become good at it. Practice makes it perfect. That's what I realized with my 2 artworks that I had, that I didn't know that I've got this skill, but because I did it every day, every time I picked up something different, and it's bettering me to becoming a better artist every now and then. So that's just my take. Do it every day. Surround yourself with the rightful people who are like-minded, just like yourself. Research. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Inbox and just start. That's important.
Do you mind just showing us some of your work, just to take us through what is happening? I'm out here excited by myself, but I want my listener to also see what we're talking about,
Oh, these are my 2 amazing artworks. It's funny, I'm that kind of an artist, Nelly, that really struggles to name my artworks, but I need to get in a habit of naming them based on how I feel. I'm gonna talk about this one in particular. So I had a client who believed in me. We know there's one of those clients who believe that you are very talented, and they will support you and they'll just give you money to be like, you know what, say, and they don't know what they're doing in your craft. In fact, it's actually them planting a seed, you know. So these were done simply because someone believed in me. It was not me thinking that I'm doing them for an event, but that's how God works, you know. And funny enough, as I was painting this, a friend, a very close friend of mine, saw this, and he told me about a story of his mother, and we decided we would say, okay, it's fine, let's just divert everything. So this will be a gift and a reminder of your mom, because you don't really remember how she looks. And yeah, so we had a sketch done as a resemblance of how the mother looked and what he actually remembered. So I think with everyone that actually buys an art piece, it's always sentimental to them. It has a meaning why. With this one, I think what I was trying to achieve here, I was learning human pigments, how to mix my colors, and it's amazing. As I say, that black is so beautiful, even though this is very colorful, but the mixture on the neck, on me trying to achieve form and shape on the neck, is what actually fascinated me. So I want to learn more about mixing my colors, how I can achieve real skin pigments. It's now my journey that I'm getting into. So if you can look at this as well, it's one of those things that I'm just trying to create that realism on a real human skin pigments. So these are the two things that I did for myself. I surprised myself, to be honest with you. This is what I'm talking about, that practice every day. You'll be surprised how talented you are and what you're capable of doing. This is just the beginning, but I love how they both came out. There's still more work to be done, but I think what I wanted to achieve, I got it. So I'm fascinated by how the neck is. I just love the neck on both these artworks. They're just the highlights of these two paintings. And apparently this one has made it top. People love it, and they both sold.
You know, I'm excited and happy to see what's yet to come. And I'm also excited to be a part of that journey. Now, yes, you got more clientele on Sunday. You got more people asking about, where do I find your stuff? What happens? You know, things like that. And yeah, where do people find you? So what's your handle? What's your Instagram handle? Do you have Facebook as well? Can they reach you on email for inquiries, you know, things like that? Because we need to start talking prices. We need to start talking, you know, other things. So where do they find you?
Okay, so before I can even answer that, I feel that as an artist right now, obviously, because I think the journey that I'm in is where people are realizing that there's potential and I'm skilled. I'm still a misunderstood artist, meaning that no one really understands the type of artist or the type of craft I am into. I think I had this conversation with you earlier, that yes, I am willing to take in bookings. I can do whatever I can do for whoever that wants to book anything. I'm free to explore. Obviously, until such time I understand my craft better, obviously then we will have different conversations. But for now, obviously, anyone that wants any inquiries, they want to order anything from me, they can find me on Instagram. So I'm Mabaso 277. I'm very bad with all these handles, but I'm on Instagram, it's Mabaso 277. Also Facebook, it's Mpho Mabaso, and email is mpho.mabaso072@gmail.com. This is just for general inquiries. If anyone is interested, obviously in there. Until I find myself, we'll be having different conversations, but for now, I'm open for anything really.
Mabaso, thank you so much for being here with me today. Thank you so much for allowing our viewers and our listeners to actually see what's happening, how it all begins, how we can actually make things happen. You know, together we can fight unemployment. Together we can do what we strongly feel we're supposed to do. I just want to say to you listening out there, if you are that someone that has a dream, that is busy collecting dust, I'm your girl. If you are that someone that actually has started a business, has started something that needs an advertising, I'm your girl. How you can hit me up, you can just simply go into my email and share your inquiries. I am nellymbele90@gmail.com. That's where you find me. Once again, if you know someone, or you know someone that knows someone that needs me to put them out there to ensure that their business is seen, that the right people are able to see them and find them and create things for them, just holler through. Nowadays we call it a plug. Plug them with me and I'll make things happen. And thank you so much for tuning in. I am She, your host.